What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we diving deep into one of the most talked about and complex stories in modern hip-hop, the intricate relationship between superstar rapper Lil Durk and the infamous Chicago neighborhood known as Oblock. It's a story of loyalty, fame, and the shadows that often follow success. To really understand Durk's journey, you have to understand where he comes from. So, let's get into it. First, what is Oblock? Located on the 6400 block of South Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Chicago's Woodlawn neighborhood, this area was renamed in 2011 to honor O.D. Perry, who lost his life to street violence. Oblock became notorious, but it also became a cradle of talent for the drill music scene. This is the world that shaped artists like Chief Keef, King Von, and of course, Lil Durk. Lil Durk, born Durk Derrick Banks, grew up in the Englewood area, not O-Block itself, but his connections run deep. He founded his record label, Only the Family, or OTF, which became a brotherhood. OTF wasn't just a music group. It was a tight-knit collective of friends and artists, many of whom had deep roots in these very neighborhoods. This is where the lines between music, street life, and loyalty start to blur. For Durk, OTF was everything. He envisioned it as a way to lift his friends out of their circumstances and into the music industry. He signed artists like King Von, who was from O-Block and became one of its most prominent voices. Their bond was more than just business. They were like brothers. Von's storytelling was raw and unfiltered, painting a vivid picture of life in O-Block, and with Durk's cosign, his star rose rapidly. This alliance, however, placed Durk and OTF right in the middle of long-standing street conflicts. In the world of drill music, lyrics often reference real-life events and rivalries. These aren't just stories. They're seen as direct messages. When artists rap about specific incidents or people, it can have very real consequences. A key figure in this story is King Von. Before his tragic passing in 2020, Von was known for his Crazy Story series, where he detailed street exploits with chilling clarity. His music was a direct reflection of the environment he came from, and his association with Lil Durk and OTF amplified everything. Von's authenticity was his biggest strength, but it also put a massive target on his back and, by extension, on his entire circle. The narrative often pushed by online commentators and critics is that Lil Durk uses his platform to fuel these conflicts. They point to his lyrics, where he often pays homage to fallen friends and sends messages to rivals. Lines like, "I'm sliding for my brothers," are interpreted not just as music, but as declarations. This has led to a storm of online speculation, with internet sleuths trying to connect his lyrics to real-world events. However, it's crucial to look at this from another perspective. For Durk, these aren't just lyrics. He's rapping about his reality, about the friends he's lost. When he talks about his fallen comrades, he's mourning them. In his world, loyalty is the ultimate currency. His music is a tribute to those who are no longer here, like his cousin Newski, his manager OTF Chino, and of course, King Von. This brings us to the immense pressure Lil Durk is under. He's expected to be a global superstar, a CEO, a father, and a figurehead for his community, all while navigating a world where a wrong move or a misspoken word can have dire consequences. He's been open about the emotional toll this takes. In his music, you can hear the pain and the paranoia. He's achieved the success he dreamed of, but he can't escape the ghosts of his past. His music has become an outlet, a way to process the trauma and the loss. Tracks like Backdoor were released shortly after King Von's death, and many listeners felt it was a direct response. In the song, he raps about loyalty and retaliation. To his fans, it was a powerful tribute. To his critics, it was further evidence of him being entangled in the cycle of violence. Legal troubles have also followed him. Over the years, Durk has faced numerous charges, though he has often maintained his innocence and had many cases dismissed. For example, in 2019, he and King Von were arrested in connection with an incident in Atlanta. The charges were eventually dropped, but the headline stuck. These events reinforced the public perception that his music and his life are inseparably linked to street activity. But let's also talk about the positive side. Lil Durk has used his platform for good. He's spoken out about the need for change in his community, he's done turkey drives for Thanksgiving, and his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation aims to empower at-risk youth in Chicago. He's trying to be a force for positive change, showing kids that there is a way out other than the streets. This is a side of the story that often gets lost in the sensational headlines. So when people talk about Lil Durk and Oblock, it's not a simple story of a rapper and a neighborhood. It's a story about the systems that create places like Oblock. It's about the music that comes from that pain, the loyalty that binds people together, and the impossible choices individuals face when trying to escape that cycle. Lil Durk's music is a chronicle of his survival. He's not just rapping about this life, he's lived it. And he's still living with the consequences, the grief, and the weight of it all, every single day. He carries the names of his fallen friends with him, both in his tattoos and in his music. For him, this isn't about glorifying violence. It's about honoring memory. It's a raw, unfiltered look into a world that many of us will never truly understand. He's a voice for the voiceless, but that voice comes with a heavy burden. Ultimately, the story of Lil Durk is a modern tragedy and a testament to resilience. It is a reflection of a society that creates these conditions and then judges the art that emerges from it. Before passing judgment, it's important to see the full picture: the artist, the survivor, the CEO, the friend, and the young man from Chicago who is just trying to navigate it all. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is a really complex topic, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to be respectful. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.